Welcome to the Daily Discussions with Danny and Stevie, a daily podcast where we discuss the most mentioned topics around the world. Today's topic lies under age ratings on movies, video games, YouTube, and television series. Ratings can either be positive or a negative action. Each state, country, or individual could act and interpret ratings differently. We will be discussing 4 different points with 2 arguments against each. The 4 topics consist of 1. Should there be ratings applied to YouTube videos following similar guidelines to the rating system on video games and television shows? 2. Would it be useful having a universal rating system, or would this pose too many problems? 3. From a Year 11 student's perspective, are video game ratings useful? And 4. Do actions of parents contribute to a child's exposure to highly rated films or games? And now I introduce Stevie to start off the first argument for the first topic.
Starting off the first argument, in my opinion, YouTube ratings are completely useless. I think that there should not be an in-depth rating system on YouTube like on TV. There should be a basic system that shows what the video contains. It would be too hard for officials to check every video and rate it like TV. However, it is easy for the creators to show what the video contains and whether it is for kids or not. This could be done by a simple information section in the description of the video, kind of like nutritional information but for videos. The creator can tick the boxes of what the video contains, and then everybody will know what it contains on YouTube. There is already a system that allows creators to make only accessible to people over the age of 13. Similar.
Those were some really good points, but I would personally say that YouTube ratings would be great. Too many adolescents are getting caught up with inappropriate videos containing coarse language, violence, and inappropriate behaviours without feeling guilty for watching those videos due to using the excuse, there was no rating, so it's not my fault that I witnessed those actions. Did you know that at one point there was actually rating on videos? There was a 1 to 5 star system where viewers could rate the quality and content of a video. A few years ago, YouTube realized that people didn't actually type a valid response to the content. They only used the 1 to 5 star ratio instead. Therefore, it got removed, and they began to only implement the like or dislike feature. Having a rating system re-implemented could be beneficial to future generations, but overall it is the same concern that would individuals use and apply feedback to the videos, or would it just be misused like before? At this point, where sites like YouTube do not have ratings, really it should be parents' concern just to monitor their kids' activity online.
Really good points listed in argument to my response. When it comes to the topic of universal rating system, I think it would be a great idea because I think having a universal worldwide rating system would be good because movies and games go more global than ever now and go into every country. It would make the system the same as people travel all over the world, and as movie clips and trailers are shared on social media, a worldwide system would help make it easy for parents and people to understand what the ratings mean.
A universal rating system would personally not be beneficial. It would create a lot of controversy between countries, races, religions, and individuals. Different groups of people understand and react to different matters. In Australia, coarse language is considered a norm, whereas in different parts of the world and in different population groups, it's considered loose and inappropriate. And this applies to all situations. In Germany, nudity and sexual references is a norm, and there is no reaction taken to the situations, whereas in Australia, nudity and sexual references is taken as serious matters depending on age, location, and situation. This applies the same as violence. Yes, all population groups do experience violence at some point, but some consider it more of a norm, and in others, it's more highly avoided. This is all key points to take into consideration when age ratings get put onto films. And this is why a universal rating system would just create controversy.
I think there should not be ratings for films and video games, instead just information on what is in the film like drug use or nudity. However, I think ratings do not cover enough and are quite hard to categorize movies under only one of a few ratings. Instead, providing people with more accurate information rather than ratings would be more effective. Like food has nutritional information, you could have information on the film or video game making it easy to see if it's appropriate.
Those were some really valid points, Stevie. But I personally do not play video games much. But from my observation, many of my friends have younger siblings who play games rated much higher than their ages. Personally, I think parents should really consider how video games can mentally change an adolescent's actions due to following violent actions in highly rated games. I doubt individuals read and observe ratings before purchasing a game. Like, if an individual wants a game, they will get it, because it's just a game. But personally, video games and apps have a major impact on individuals' actions, especially when a game rates 15 plus and a 9-year-old is sitting in front of the screen for hours on end. Video game ratings should be taken into consideration much more often.
When it comes to the question of do the actions of parents contribute to a child's exposure to highly rated films or games, we both agree on this topic. My opinion is it should be up to the parents if the parent thinks their child is old enough and mature enough, but I think kids that are young should not be exposed to some things like drug use and that should be reported.
At this point, I have to agree with Stevie. Personally, a parent has very high control over a child's exposure to rated films or games. Adolescents are still learning skills and still have a developing mind. Parents have a lot of control on how their child acts and learns. If a parent feels their child is old enough or mature enough to introduce into certain content, a child's brain can produce this information in a different way than they mentally should have. This can and will become dangerous and negatively affect an individual's mental state of mind. Parents should really consider when and how they introduce new information to children, because if it's done wrong, it can be considered dangerous for a child's mental upbringing.
Really good discussion for today. Bye guys, it's been a fun ride. We hope you have enjoyed hearing about our opinions about the rating system. Until next time, I'm your host Stevie. Have a great afternoon and make sure to tune in for tomorrow's mystery topic.
Tell the story, hear the bells ring. Let the news be heard in our land. King of kings, joyfully sing. Christ is Lord, we're holding his hand.